So, Madrid played earlier today and we won. So, that's a positive. But my state after the game, my emotional state after the game, I'm happy because we won. Mostly everybody played well. As a team, we played well. But I'm very cautious. First game of the year, so that's good. I came into it just not expecting too much, just expecting a clean game, play as a team, defend as a team. Very like basic structure I was expecting today. We know Mbappe was not gonna go, injury and all that. Lineup came in. So overall, I'm happy, but I'm very cautious because Thursday we know what's coming. So let's not look that far ahead. So what do I think the plan was? It seems like the plan was let's defend and attack fast, or attack like attack fast, but we're gonna defend because the lineup did not seem particularly like it was a possession retention type lineup. I mean, you're playing with Camavinga and Chouameni and Jude. It seems very let's defend. We're gonna defend, and when the ball comes, we have Vini, Rodrigo, and Garcia that are gonna run. But overall, the plan worked. The plan worked. When you see, even though the first goal came from a set piece, but the ball was pushed, foul on Rodrigo. We don't have time to talk about Rodrigo and how he controls the ball, how he hides the ball. When this guy is on, he's on. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. That's a whole conversation for a different time. But yeah, it was not a possession-based plan, it seemed, from Xavi. Even though the possession came out by, I think, 59% Madrid, 40 or 41% Real Betis. But that seems like it was off a big part of the second half. Because ending the first half, the last 10 minutes, Madrid did not really have that much possession. Yeah, we would get the ball back, but then we would lose it pretty quickly. Seemed like ending the first half, Betis was doing more of the ball control, trying to attack, trying to get that equalizer and all that kind of stuff. So but the plan worked out, and I think, again, I'm not a coach, I don't know, but that's what it seemed like the plan was going to be: defend, get the ball back, and attack fast, and that worked. Now we went to halftime. The moment where I really was starting to feel much better about the game was that Gonzalo Garcia second goal. That Gonzalo Garcia second goal where he received the ball from I think Fede, or was it Fede or was it Rodrigo? He received the ball, and as he's turning, right into the second post. That is a 9. Ball never hits the ground. Ball does not hit the ground. He controls the ball as the ball's coming down. He already knows where he's going. He spins, bam. That moment right there kind of made me feel like, okay, maybe today we're gonna actually come out of this without being stressful, without having like headaches and barely making it out. I was like, okay. I felt way more confident after that goal because the first goal, even though it was a set piece, the way he also got open, because he came in first and then the defender, and then he switched to the back. So the way he also got open was a good movement. The way he moved to get that header goal, and the placement of it right in between the defender and the goalie, so the goalie can't reach for it, but the defender is also far away, so he can't kick it. I was like, okay, this kid is showing me what he was showing me back in the Club World Cup. So that was good. That moment gave me a lot more confidence into the team for the game, right? And then when it comes to overall execution, the team executed pretty good overall. There weren't a lot of defensive mistakes. A few, I think when Asensio kind of stopped running after the attacker because he missed the ball. He tried to control the ball, missed the ball, kept running, stopped. The attacker kept running. Rudiger came to defend and Courtois. Attacker goes around Courtois, and then if you look at the tape, Gonzalo Garcia realizes that the play's still alive, but he didn't score. Then he starts running, and Rudiger slides, and Buddy kind of missed. But point is, had Gonzalo Garcia kept running after him, after Courtois does his thing, but he escapes Courtois, Gonzalo Garcia would have been right there. Not Gonzalo Garcia, Raul Asensio. But Raul Asensio stopped and basically realized it after the play's still going. Now he starts running. So that was a big mistake that is still sticking in my brain right now as part of my notes. And then another thing that really, as far as like the execution that really worked well, Rodrigo. Today, Rodrigo and his execution, the way he handled the ball, his attacking, controlling the ball, he worked really well today. 2 assists on one on the corner, one on a set piece. Rodrigo worked really well. Obviously, we're not going to talk about we don't have to talk about the man of the match. Gonzalo Garcia, 3 goals, hat trick. Definitely gave me a little bit of feeling like when Benzema used to be R9, like we have a presence up there and somebody's there keeping at least 1 or 2 defenders entertained or like worried, or they have to pay attention a little bit. Not that Mbappe doesn't do that, but Mbappe drops back a lot as well and kind of inter switches with Vini and all that. Versus Gonzalo, it seems like he kind of knows where to like stick up there and kind of do his thing. It gave me that feeling of Benzema, where Benzema doesn't need a lot. He just needs like a good ball or something, and he tips it, or he one shot, not a lot of controls. Like it gave me a little bit of that feeling back. So that was good. Now another good execution was Fran Garcia that came in and scored. To me, that was a big surprise. It seems like he loves playing in the midfield. He loves playing in the midfield in front of the left back, because then he can go and attack, but he doesn't really have to worry that much about tracking back to come defend because the left back is still there. So he has to come back, but not as if like, oh my God, everything's about to break. His job is on the line because he's the left back. So it seems like he loves playing that little position right in front of the left back, but not really like in attack, but in the midfield. The way he scored too with the external, even though I think it kind of hit his shin, but the thought process of him putting the external left to kind of like just smack it like that, that was very, very, very good surprise out of the changes in the game. That was a good surprise. Also, Xavi's changes today were not bad. Surprisingly, his changes were not bad. He actually made changes that, at least in my brain of watching football, again, I'm no coach, I don't know, but in my brain of watching football, that made sense. It didn't seem like he was trying to outsmart everybody. So that was good. And yeah, those are really like some of the notes that I have from watching the game. And one last little frustrating, but at the same time constructive thing that I wish he needs to work on is Vini rushing right into the tunnel at the last whistle. He just goes right down. And then they show you Gonzalo Garcia that's getting the ball and he's all happy and smiles. And I'm like, Vini, like, come on, bro. Like, I understand the game didn't go as well for you or all that type of stuff. You had a yellow card, even though that yellow card was a good yellow card because he had already made a foul that the ref did not give him a card. And then he made a second foul that's also kind of taking the leg, not the ball. So I get it, but let's not let the first image be of you running down the tunnel or like on your own when everybody is like happy and we just won 5 goals. Gonzalo has a hat trick. He's getting the game ball, and first image of you is you just running down the. Again, maybe there's something that has to do with your hurt or like physical. Maybe something you have to go get ice bath. I don't know, but in my brain it stood out like, why is that the first image I'm seeing of you? But anyways, that's just me from a fan perspective, and like a little bit of a frustration because I know Vini plays with a lot of heart. He's a very intense, emotional player, so sometimes I get it, but I just wished he had just kind of celebrated the guy a little bit. First game of the season, the guy just got a hat trick. He's happy. Everybody's happy. We won 5. We're at the Bernabeu. 5-1. Let's not let that be the first image we see of you. Like after the game, running right down, leaving everybody on the pitch. It seems like you. So, anyways, whatever. But yeah, so I think that's really most of the notes that stood out to me from today's game. Now we have the upcoming game on Thursday. Yeah, that's gonna be for a different video. We don't want to talk about that. Let's just enjoy today's game and let's leave it at that. Yeah, those are my notes. Those are my thoughts. Thank you.